Great. Good morning, everybody. We are on day 6, and our little prize pod has got quite a few little entries in here. So everybody, again, who came today and yesterday gets their double entry for the prize for day 10. Anybody have any questions or anything to share about their experience the last few days, how that's been going, anything that's been coming up for them that they want to share before we get started? Again. All right, so we'll go into our 10 minutes here. And then if anything pops up at the end, we can talk about that at the end. Today I've got one of the chickens, Summer, who wanted to come in today. So we've got a new one to our experience here. She wanted to be in, so we'll see how she reacts because she's not been part of this so far. So we'll see. She might want to leave and not really care what's going on at all. And again, that's okay. We are letting our animals choose whether they want to come or go, who comes in. Sometimes somebody might come in that we don't even expect, and that's okay. Like yesterday, we had the little squirrel popped in for me, so did not expect him, but great when they do. All right, so go ahead and get yourself nice and settled and comfortable. Bringing your attention to your breath. Noticing the sounds and the space around you as they draw you into this moment. You might even begin to notice as we go through our time, you might notice kind of layers of sound, those that are very close and right near you, those are just a little further out, and even further beyond that, that maybe you haven't noticed before. Begin to feel the weight of your body and there, your sits bones settling in. Noticing your shoulders, if you're holding any tension, without any judgment, without needing to fix anything. Just notice what is for you at this time. And remember, you can keep adjusting yourself as you go through this 10 minutes to get yourself comfortable. If that's what is important to you at the present moment, go ahead and do that. Don't feel like you have to be stiff and rigid and in kind of a frozen position as you do this. At any time, if your mind starts to wander too far off into the past or the future, go ahead and just bring your attention back to your breath and into this present moment, acknowledging those thoughts and what might be coming through, because it might be intuitive information for you as well. Alrighty, if you feel like you are ready to come out of your 10 minutes, come back to me. Great. If you want to hang in there for a little while longer, you can certainly do that as well. Anybody have anything they would like to share about their experience today? Any questions or comments? Anything that came up for you guys? Okay, Joyce.
I was inspired by you being outside yesterday, so I'm outside today near where birds feed, and it was challenging for my mind not to go, oh, that's a blue jay, or that's a, nuthatcher, and identifying their songs and stuff. But they kept on going their normal activity. Nobody stopped to show curiosity. So yeah.
I was wondering if you got inspired to be outside today. So I love that. Very nice. Now, for some people, being outside might be more of a distraction, might be harder to drop into the present moment. For me, it was easier because for whatever reason, I felt more in the space or more curious about the space, more, just exploring what I smell, see, feel, all of that stuff. So that was easier for me to be outside yesterday than sometimes being inside can be a little distractive for me I get on the computer and all of that stuff. So good to notice for yourself, is that, and maybe it's just because it's the first time you're out that, you're getting used to that experience. I was going to actually work from outside today again, but it's like 30-mile-an-hour winds out here today. So it was like wind tunnel. So we'll aim for that again, hopefully before the end of our 10 days. Thank you, Joyce. I think Luann had her hand up.
Yeah, I just wanted to say a couple of minutes in, Benji went behind the computer, so I couldn't see him at all. And then I got an image of him grooming. So I checked to see, and that's exactly what he was doing. And then he came around after a couple of more minutes and started licking my fingers.
Very cool.
I think we're in tune here.
Good, good. And that's so awesome that you got that intuitive hit and then you checked it and you got confirmation. Very cool. I love that. Gloria.
In the beginning, when I was grounding myself, I had my eyes closed and I saw red. So I figured, oh, good, my root is grounding. And then I was sending love from my heart to Dakota's heart, and I saw green, which was a good sign. And then when I heard your little chicken talking, it was making me smile every time she would talk. I just felt myself smiling.
Yeah. And that's part of being in the present, right? Even though the animal's not with you, she's over here with me, but you're acknowledging that that's part of the present moment. And amazing that it made you smile, and that you just took it as part of, okay, this is what's happening in this present moment. So we're just gonna go with it. And that's how it goes around here. We just go with the flow most of the time. Thank you, Gloria. Yeah, so Summer today like I said, she's not done present moment with us yet in this 10 days so far, or day 6, I should say. But she was just kind of curious. She kept kind of making some rounds around the dining room table. She'd come over and just look up at me and check me out, and then she'd do another round, go to the water bowl and come back and check me out a little bit. So she was a little bit curious about what was going on. But also she's always kind of a little more vocal when she's inside. So, good, just observation, no judgment on any of that, and not trying to figure it out even, right? Just, it is what it is. I don't have to understand what it means or what she's trying to tell me. I just want to be here with her. But the beautiful part of that was every time she came over to kind of be curious about me and she was right in front of me where I could see her, I'm just observing her, right? I'm just being with her. So I started to notice things about her physicalness that I've not noticed before, like some of the way the spots on her feathers kind of line up and make these long, beautiful lines on her back, things like that, or the fluffiness of certain parts of her body compared to others. So when we can be present and just be really kind of gently with our animals, we actually might start to notice some things about them, either physically or energetically, intuitively, that maybe we haven't noticed before, just because we finally get to that place of being quiet and observing and curious, and just here and not trying to figure things out. So the other thing is remembering that when thoughts come in, if there feels like there's an intuitive thought that comes in of like, hey, you should do this. When something like that comes in, when you get those intuitive hits, that's your higher self giving you some information, right? So do something once you're done with your 10 minutes, do something to act on that, right? That's your higher guidance guiding you, right? So if you hear something like that, okay, what small step can I do today as action towards that, right? You don't have to make the right move, just make a move, and you could always adjust as you go along. If you're not sure where to start somewhere, start doing something small on that. Okay. Anything else anybody wants to share about anything that came up today? All righty. Okay, then everybody, I just want everybody who's here to hang on a second because I want to talk to you off camera off video for a second, but I want to say goodbye to everybody who's watching on replay. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Central Time, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Let me pause.